Hi, very good morning or good afternoon or good evening, wherever you're watching from. My name is Ashwini, and I'm the founder of 6 Hours Incorporated. It's a business initiative which I've started recently to help businesses increase their revenue, sales, and messaging system, and by keeping everything as human as possible. Because we are in the AI era, and I believe the human connection would be the most precious thing in the coming days or months or the years. So that's why I've now taken this initiative, and I have always been a firm believer of human connection. And as I have been saying in many of my videos, I mean, just three of them, that people buy from people. So that's what I'm trying to advocate about, and that's why any of the videos that you would watch, or even including this one, I try not to edit out anything that I speak. Even if there's a flaw, I want that to be in the video itself. That's what the human connection is about. I want people to laugh at it. I want people to criticize it. I want people to love it. I want people to like it, and I want people to subscribe it. uh, Totally up to you, of course. But the point being is that I'm trying to keep it as human as possible. Now, 6 Hours Incorporated is a business wherein the YouTube channel you're watching right now, 6 Hours Media, is another segment of the business. It's another parallel, mission-driven idea that I want to build. I want to create a community who has similar beliefs as I do. We can contradict, we can go against each other, we can criticize each other, but the point is that we all should believe in the human connection and the power of the human connection. So in that series, I have made a previous video. If you haven't watched it, you can watch it by going on my channel, the last video that you can see. Um, um, and it was about some I have answered a few sales questions there. It came out to be fairly interesting, and I'm in the same series. I'm starting this one again, and I asked ChatGPT again to throw some questions. I haven't read them. I haven't prepared any answers for it, so I hope all goes well. And I have written down those questions already on my screen. They're right here, but I'm gonna go through them for the very first time. And so let's just get started. And if you like this video, do like and subscribe my channel. You will get to see me more. And if you like the pink, do let me know. I'll wear more of it. All right, then here we go. So the very first question ChatGPT has thrown at me is, what was the moment you realized you were actually good at sales? Okay. There were many moments, and this is not just one aha moment that you realize that you're good at sales, because there will be many other days when you will feel like shit, when you are not able to meet your targets, when you're not able to, when you're getting a lot of hangups on the phone, nobody's answering your phone, nobody's responding to you. So it's not just one moment when you need to realize that you're actually good at sales. This has to be constant reminder for anyone who's starting the sales for the very first time. This should be a constant reminder that what you choose, what you're choosing to do, it's going to be difficult at times. Of course, you would definitely reap the benefits if you be at it constantly. But then there's no one such moment when you just realize that you're good at sales and you just decide that to stick to it for the whole all of your life. You constantly need to remind yourself that you're actually good at it, and you constantly need to keep learning. But I don't want to be a hypocrite here. I still want to talk about or give the answer here. So the moment that I realized, it was not just one moment. I started realizing I was working with one of the companies, and it was an inbound process wherein I was getting phone calls from customers. They were calling for their own pain points, and my job was to solve that pain point and then upgrade to a different product than what they came up with. So, in that occasion, I was, whosoever I would sit next to, um, I was being challenged anytime that the next call I'm going to receive, I'm going to make a sale at it, and that started to happen. So like, if I have received 10 calls, the 11th call I've received, I have already told my colleague next to me that, hey, you know what, the next call I'm going to receive, I'm going to make a sale at it. So that's how confident I became. because it was a consistent performance for me, and I could see that people are actually people wanted to talk to me about things, and they wanted to talk to me. If they can talk to me about their pain points, then they should also talk to me about what they need to buy. And that's what sales is all about. You're solving their pain, whether it's through an inbound, someone who's calling you to explain their pain points, or you're discovering their pain points by yourself by calling them. So sales is all about solving the pain points. Remember that. Now, so yeah, there was not just one moment, but I realized that, people really want to talk to me. People really want to share the pain points. And I'm a really good listener. I can read between the lines. So that's when I realized, you know what, I'm really, really good at sales. And yeah, to validate those things, I ended up getting awarded multiple times for being the best salesperson in many businesses that I have worked with. So that was the answer to the question. Now, the next one. It says, after speaking with thousands of prospects, what have you learned about people? I That's what the YouTube channel stands for. That people do care about other people. The people do care about emotions. If you are trying to lie to your own prospect, maybe some of the prospects would be naive enough not to catch you then and there, but prospects are getting really, really smarter every day. So one thing that I learned about prospects, that they are not as dumb as you think they are. So whenever you prepare your sales pitch, whenever you prepare your sales deck, or whatever service or product you're offering, be honest with it. Be honest with it. Even if there is something which you lack in your product or services, let them know that this is what you lack, but you're willing to work and fix it. And you really don't have to impress all the prospects. If you're reaching out to 100 people, it does not mean that all of those 100 people are going to like your product. All you should care about is like someone who actually likes your product or services and actually want to proceed ahead with your offerings and actually want to spend money on you. So yeah, that's what I've learned. Prospects are not as dumb as you think they are. Now, what separates top performers from everyone else? I think I've already answered this question in the last episode or last video. Have you ever lost a deal you were certain you would win? Yes, multiple times. Yes. Although it's not a good sign, because if you are certain about someone giving you the money for some product, as a salesperson, it kind of becomes your responsibility to gauge the nature of the prospect as well. So first of all, I always rule of thumb, I always make sure that I never consider any of the sales a strong lead or hot lead or whatever. I never do that. I rather try to keep it neutral until the customer has actually paid, because you never know what is going on the other end. You are doing your best, you are doing everything what it takes, so you're doing everything what needs to be done, but maybe they didn't have the finances, or maybe you were speaking to the CEO, and the CEO and the operating officer comes in the picture, and he says, you know what, I'm already speaking with their competitor, and probably they have a better relation, they have built a better relation, or maybe they have a better product. So that's absolutely fine. And then furthermore, in the same question, it says, what happened, like how did I lose those deals? Again, there could be multiple reasons. I always make sure that the deal if it's not coming in, if it hasn't been if the deal hasn't been converted, then I always make sure that I have done my part. I always make sure that I do not ruin the relationship. I always make sure that the prospect that I have spoken to, becomes like if not a friend, then at least more than an acquaintance person. So that's what I always make sure of. Yeah. So I think that covers the question. Let me see the other question. It says, "What is the hardest lesson a customer ever taught you?" Okay. There is no hardest lesson there's no playbook. That's the whole point. There's no playbook of being in sales. You always have to be on your toes. You always have to be able to analyze the situation, read between the lines. What did the customer say? I think I have mentioned this in one of the videos where I talked about, when the customer is not purchasing from you, most likely it's about the trust. They did not trust either you or the prospect. Oh, sorry, not the prospect, but the product or the services that you're trying to sell. That's one very big reason, big reason why people reason why people really do not buy. So one of the hardest lesson the customer has taught me, customers always, every reply, every denial, I may want to sound like a movie here, but actually every denial is a learning. So I just remember just a couple of days ago, actually. So in my current role, I don't know if I should share this or not because I don't want to deviate from the topic. But in in my current role where I'm working full time, there was one email that came to me, and the customer was really unhappy with the practices that one of my colleague has done, and he pointed that out. And I'm fairly new to the company that I'm working with right now, so I was not really aware of that practice at all. But then the learning for me was to never work with such people. I mean, the colleague of mine, she was also new, so I don't want to blame her. But she kind of did something which was not supposed to be done, and I got an email from the customer stating that, hey, you know what, this is what has been done, and I don't know what I'm talking about, so let me just get back. So yeah, the email was about that same practice, and then the email was about that they thought that we are XYZ, but we turned out to be something else. That was again the trust that I've been talking about. That trust was missing there. So maybe it was me who couldn't really build the trust from day one. So the lesson was that I should be extra cautious. I should present myself as an expert in the industries to build trust. So yeah, these are just small lessons. Every denial that you get stronger with every denial. You have try reading between the lines, like what the customer did not like. Like if someone says that they are not interested, just a simple template, they are not interested, there's not much that you can learn. But many a times in my experience, I have seen people would really explain that they're not interested because of XYZ reason. They're not interested because they don't have the money. They're not interested that because they do not have the need. They're not interested because they're involved in something else. They're not interested because they're busy doing something else. So those are the reasons that you can pick from. Like for the last example, if they said that they're not interested because they're busy, which means that you can follow up with them, or you can at least ask if you can follow up in the next 1 week or so. So that's what I mean. Like there's no hard lesson. Yeah, many a times I have been um, uh, abused over the phone by the customers. Those were not hard lessons. They were just humiliation. But yeah, other than that, I don't think that there was like any hardest lesson that I can call out. Now, what is something customers say they want but really buy? Customers never buy a cheap product. They want the cheapest product out there. Like for example, if you um, you know MacBook, for example, right? MacBook is a premium quality laptop. Then there are other laptops as well in the market. There are so many laptops out there in the market as well, but they do not. People are not crazy about those laptops as crazy as they are about Mac. Some of them are as good as Mac, but Mac has set the standard. The MacBook has set the standard. So I personally believe that when customers actually say that they want the cheaper product, uh, and you can take any example whatsoever, like you this headphone, right? This is not the best quality headphone out there, but this is not the lowest quality headphone either, because I've spent I think 3,000 rupees on this. I've been using it for 2 years, and it works fine. And I hope you can hear me perfectly, all right as well. But there was another option of me taking a risk of buying a headphone of 1,500 rupees. But what did I do? I pushed my limit, and my budget was only to pay up to 3,000 rupees, and that's what I did. I think I paid 5,000, beg your pardon. So I think that's all I wanted to pay, and it works fine. I could have saved 1,000 rupees there, but I didn't want to risk, just because of the 1,000 rupees. I didn't want to risk purchasing something which might not work as good as this headphone. And I did not have the budget to buy anything beyond 5,000. So yeah, so when the customers say they want cheap, they actually want to just negotiate with you. They do not really want cheap. Do not try to sell on the price point only, unless it's like, too good to be true product or services that you're selling. Then it's a different case. But usually the customers say something that they do not want, or rarely buy, is, to answer to the question, is that they do not want cheap products. So the next question is, and the video is going really, really long, so I'm gonna just pause this after this question. So it says, what's the biggest sales myth people still believe? I don't want to elongate this video, so let's skip this question for now. I'm going to take this question some other day. Let's just focus on the other question here. If you had to start your career from scratch tomorrow, what would you do differently? I'm doing different things even now, so I don't think I would have done anything different. I'm glad that I was a great learner. But anyway, let's move on to the next question. Again, I don't want to. This is already beyond 16 minutes video. What is one habit that has had the biggest impact on your success? Okay, so the one biggest no, the habit that I have, which had made the biggest impact on me, was the fact that I'm really, really obsessed with the customers. Always I'm really obsessed with the customers. So I'm always critical about my own product and services. I'm always I can't take no for an answer. Unless I know that that's genuinely a not good fit. I don't really like to take no for an answer. So the obsession of me, like, I ask this question, like, if my product or service is so good, and I know that this product or service is going to help the prospect, why the hell in the world are they saying no to? Why? What is it? I get really hyper about it, thinking about it. So that one obsession to keep fixing things, like if the product is or service is something that is not good enough, then I'll try to work with a product team or service team and try to fix those or get the answers for those. But yeah, that is definitely one reason that that has made me what I am right now. I wouldn't say I'm like the sales guru. I'm not. I'm just a regular sales guy, and I'm just trying to put my perspective over here. So yeah, but that one habit is definitely keeps me going. I would definitely recommend this to everyone. Anyway, so I think that's about it, and I want to end this session right here. The video's almost 20 minutes. I hope you show similar kind of love and show me more than 37 video views this time. I'm just kidding. I really don't care. I really don't care at all. Like, if you can watch this video, if you have any question, if you want to comment, if you want to like, subscribe, totally up to you. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and thank you so very much if you have watched this video till here. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Bye.